Hello, welcome to AB Lifetime, channel on transpersonal psychology. Our topic today is role training, and we are at original Moreno stage in Highland, New York, Button Place, with Rebecca Walters. Hello, Rebecca.
Hello, Anna. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
We're going to do a sociodrama today, and we're going to look at how you can develop some skills for dealing with contentious neighbors. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Thank you. So John keeps on ringing her doorbell and knocking on her door.
I'm lonely and she's a nice lady.
I'm not sure what people will say that he's coming when my husband is not home.
I have absolutely no time for you. You are a freak. Get the hell away from me. I'm just coming over to bring you dinner.
I wish that I could be your go-to friend. I can't.
Bye, John.
Wait. So last week, we did a role training exercise that was psychodramatic in nature, in that it was your actual story. There are many times when it's not terribly useful or appropriate for people to be revealing their own issues, their own personal stories.
All right.
For example, suppose you're asked to do a workshop for parents at a PTA on how to be more effective at communicating with their kids. Most parents do not want to reveal that
Their personal stories.
that they're having problems with their kid, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
When I was working at MD Anderson teaching doctors communication skills, same thing. They didn't want to reveal their own inadequacy, their own difficulties. So we needed to find a way to let them practice skills in action, because if you do it in action, then you remember it. But in a way that was not so self-revealing. And the way to do that is the sociodrama, where it's hypothetical, where we make up the characters. And so what we're going to do now is a sociodramatic version of what we did with you that was psychodramatic. Okay? I have a group of people here, and I have spent some time warming them up to these issues about conflict with neighbors.
Yes.
You won't see the warm-up, but we're going to see the actual role play. Okay?
Wonderful.
Good.
And I'm the part of that group.
Yes, you're part of that group.
All right.
Well, so welcome. So, you live in a community, and living in a community can be rather challenging, not only because of conflict within your homes, but sometimes conflict with your neighbors. So I'm wondering, what sort of conflict do you folks have with your neighbors?
My neighbor is coming late at night with a very loud music in the car, and it's bothering me.
And I live near the bottom of a long hill where there's water runoff, and so my neighbor's water is running right into my yard.
My neighbor comes over all times during the day and just knocks on the door and drives me nuts.
You got that too?
Oh,
You got that too?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So intervening with that can be really challenging, can't it?
Yes.
Right. What's some of the concerns you have about intervening? About saying anything?
Don't want to hurt their feelings.
Don't want to hurt her feelings?
Yeah.
Don't want them to retaliate and make life miserable.
Right. I don't want them to be, it to be contentious.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to do a sociodrama today, and we're going to look at how you can develop some skills for dealing with contentious neighbors. Okay?
okay.
Good. Thank you. In this chair is a neighbor. A neighbor who frequently rings this person's doorbell, knocks on this person's door. Okay? So I'd like to know from you, what is this person's name? Can you give me a name for this person, Angela?
John.
This is John, okay? And how old is John?
John is 43.
43. And what's his living situation?
He's single.
He's single. Okay. So can one of you come sit here and be John? We know you're 43. We know you're single. What kind of work does he do?
He owns his own business,
What kind of business is it?
landscaping business.
Landscaping business. Okay. In this chair is his neighbor. And let's find out something about his neighbor. So what's his neighbor's name?
Beverly.
Beverly. Okay. Can you come sit here and be Beverly?
Sure.
So, guys, tell me how old Beverly is.
36.
36. And what does she do for a living?
Kindergarten school teacher.
Kindergarten school teacher. Okay. And is she married? Is she single? What's her story?
She's married.
She's married. So John keeps on ringing her doorbell and knocking on her door. Where's her husband in all this?
He works at night.
He works at night. Okay. All right. So we're beginning to get some of the story. Okay. So let's hear more about what is it he's doing that's annoying her so much.
He comes over unannounced.
He comes over unannounced. Okay. Anything else?
She has the dog at house, and dog barks all the time. Each time he knows.
comes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Has she ever said anything to him? Has she ever asked him in the past to not come over so much because it makes the dog bark?
Not that directly.
Not that directly. Okay, fine. So this is a chance for Beverly to talk to John. Now, before we start, who can imagine what Beverly is feeling? Raise your hand if you can imagine what Beverly. So come on up on the stage. Come stand behind Beverly, and you're going to do what we call doubling. You're going to say one thing you think she's feeling or thinking about as if you're inside her head. Okay? So let's see. Come on up.
I just finished a long day of work. I just want some peace and quiet.
Good.
It's uncomfortable for this man to come over to the house when my husband's not here.
I am so angry
Why are you angry?
because it irritates me. My dog is barking. I want a peace in my life.
Aha. Okay, good. Anything else you can imagine Beverly is thinking or feeling? I want to tell him to stop, but I'm afraid he'll get angry at me.
I'm not sure what people will say that he's coming when my husband is not home.
Right. Okay. Good. So all these are things that are going on inside of Beverly. Here's John. What do you think is going on? Who can imagine what's going on inside of John when he is going over to Beverly's house? He's been knocking and ringing the bell, and the dog barks, and sometimes she answers and sometimes she doesn't. What do you think's going on inside of him? Come on up and double him.
I'm lonely and she's a nice lady. She seems like she's a nice lady.
I have skills and I can help her out with things around the house. I know her husband's gone and I want to help.
Wait, stay there. Why?
Well, you know, her yard looks a little rough, and I know that she might not have a man around to help her do some things like, you know, fixing the doors or, you know, some basic things. I've been able to help.
I understand that, John. You're very generous. How come? What's motivating you to be
you know,
generous?
I'm alone and I have extra time and I want to help out.
Okay, I'm going to come double you, and you see if this feels right or not, okay? I feel good about myself when I help other people out.
Yeah.
If it's true, put it in your own words.
It makes me feel good knowing I can help out a neighbor.
Thank you. Another word.
I just enjoy to be around this woman.
Why?
I just like her like a woman. I'm single guy.
She's beautiful.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's
Yeah.
sexy.
And I don't know where her husband is, but he's not around a lot.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So this is about helping you learn to set some limits with him in a way that feels right for you. Okay? So I would like you to begin by showing us absolutely the wrong way to do this.
I have absolutely no time for you. You are a freak. Get the hell away from me.
Would we agree that's probably not the best way to interact with a neighbor that you wish to have a cordial relationship with moving forward?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. So, right. So knowing what's going on inside of him, okay, how would you interact with him? And I'm going to ask you to do this as Beverly, and then I'm going to invite other people to have a turn, trying out different ways. Okay? I'm going to stand off the stage, and let you try it out. Go ahead.
Hi, John.
Hey.
Well, I wanted to come over today. You know, usually it's the other way around, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. I'm wanting to, I have a bit of a concern.
Okay.
And my issue is that, sometimes when you come over, I am kind of unwinding from my busy day teaching, and my dog Astro, he barks a lot.
You can get to know me.
And sometimes, I'm really tired from being around lots of kindergartners, and I need a little bit of downtime, and I want to make sure that when you and I talk, that I'm really present for you when you're there. I'm available to be in your company.
Okay. Does that mean you don't want me to come over?
Well, I have an idea.
All right.
How about you text me? Because, I gave you my number that time that you asked for it.
Okay.
And how about you text me
Okay.
when you'd like to come over rather than knocking or ringing my doorbell? Because, Astro, he goes berserk. Okay. And then he's barking and he's all, and hair sheds, and, he gets all ruffled. It takes him a while to settle.
Okay.
And so if you texted me, and then and then if I can, I will respond.
Okay.
And then, and I'll let you know when would be a good time if it's not at that time.
All right, that sounds reasonable.
Does that sound,
It
how's
does.
that sound?
It sounds okay.
Okay.
I get it.
So that was actually very well done, Beverly. Okay?
Yes.
But it's 2 months later, and he's starting to ring your bell again. And now you've got to really set some limits with him. Okay?
That's hard.
It is hard.
Oh, that makes me feel anxious.
I'm going to ask you to do one or two sentences at a time.
Okay. Hi, John.
Hey, I just went to KFC. I got a bucket, and I can't eat the whole thing, and I was wondering if you wanted to share.
That's lovely. Now's not the right time,
Okay.
so I'm going to let you go.
All right. Do you already have dinner plans or something? Because
I do. I have dinner plans with my husband.
Oh, okay. I hear you. Hey, Beverly. I got a bucket at KFC, and I've got some extra food, and it's dinner time.
Yeah, it's dinner time.
Right. So I'm coming because I thought, I haven't seen you in a while, and it'd be fun to hang. And the food's good. It's still hot.
Not now.
Reverse roles. Say not now the same exact way she said it.
Not now!
Are you angry with me?
Reverse roles.
Are you angry with me?
I am. I'm feeling frustrated.
How do you get to know a neighbor around here? I'm just trying to get to know you. That's all. I don't mean anything bad by it. It's like people bring food by.
But it's all the time.
I'm just trying to be generous. I'm a good guy. And,
I know you're a good guy. That's what makes it hard for me to set limits with you.
Sorry. Just not used to that. I mean, I just wanted,
And it does-
it's like a good neighborly thing. It's like
You're getting frustrated, Beverly.
Yes.
Okay. So you come out of the role for you be John, and let's have somebody else from the group show you ways to set limits with this man who has simply refused to accept your limits. Okay? Who'd like to give it a try? You be Beverly and you're John.
I'm just coming over to bring you dinner.
I understand, John, but this is not a good time. And you've come over now several times when it was not a good time.
I'm just trying to be neighborly.
But I asked you to text me. You haven't been texting me, and you're coming over at times that are not good. And this is not allowing us to have a good relationship with our neighbors. And I'm getting really frustrated at you.
In 2 sentences, I want you to respond to John. Will you do that?
I appreciate you coming over, but I asked you to text me. I need you to text me and wait for me to respond.
Reverse roles. And you're going to see how this feels. I want you to warm up to John. Okay?
I appreciate you coming over, but I asked you to text me, and I need you to text me before you come over.
Sounds like you're mad.
Reverse roles.
It sounds like you're mad.
John, I'm getting there because you're not listening to what I've been asking.
Reverse roles.
You're not listening to what I'm asking.
I know.
Why?
Reverse roles.
Why?
I'm lonely.
Reverse roles.
I'm lonely.
I'm going to double for you, okay, Beverly?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so hooked now.
I am.
I'm so hooked. I need to make him feel better.
I do.
Okay, good. 2 of you stand up. You go be John. Can I invite someone else to be Beverly and see if you can find a way to help her not feel hooked? Okay? So start with, I'm so lonely.
I'm so lonely.
I can see that. And I wish that I could help you with that, but the situation is awkward for me. I'm coming home exhausted, and I also have a husband. He works at night, but I do have a husband. So I wish I could be your go-to friend, but I can't.
Reverse roles. Let's see how you feel as John hearing that.
I understand, but I'm tired after a long day. I have a husband. He works late, but I have a husband, and this is just really awkward.
Okay, reverse roles. Reverse roles. And I want you to listen again to what she said because she made an I wish statement. Okay, and that's really an important part of this. All right?
I wish that I could be your go-to friend. I can't.
Reverse roles.
I heard it this time. Well,
As Beverly, would you say that to John?
I wish I could be your go-to friend, but I can't.
Okay, I understand.
I'm not happy about it.
I'm not happy
But I
about it.
understand.
I do understand.
Okay, good. All right, thank you. Come on out of the roles. Let's give you two a chance to play it out again. You've just learned all kinds of ways of managing this. Give it a try and see how it feels to you. And we'll reverse you so you can hear it, okay?
John, I wish I could be your go-to person, but I can't.
Reverse roles.
John, I wish I could be your go-to person, but I can't.
Thank you for being honest with me. It hurts, but I appreciate you being honest with me.
Good.
Now I know that it's not because you hate me.
No, it's not. It's not. But I'm glad you understand.
Reverse roles. Two months go by. And he's starting again. So you're going to learn to be short sentences.
Yes.
Not explain everything. Keep
Yes.
it short and say I wish and be very clear,
Yes.
right? And if you get stuck, you have a whole bunch of people who will show you.
Yes.
And you're going to be a little persistent.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Let's watch.
All right. Beverly, I got some pizza, and it's good stuff. It's really good. You gotta taste it. You got to taste it. I swear. It's
John?
so delicious.
John, I'm in the middle of something right now. We can't visit today.
I've been really, I've heard you. I've been really good, and this is for you. I want you to taste this stuff.
We
It's
can't
great.
visit today. Today's not the day.
You know, look, I haven't seen you in 2 months.
So you know what? I hear my tea kettle going. So I
tea will
need
go with the
my,
pizza.
My tea kettle is going and it's whistling. It's time for me to go. Bye, John.
Wait,
Very good. Very good.
That made me anxious, but that's okay.
Made you anxious, but that's okay.
Yes.
Because your goal is to have him leave you alone,
Yes.
right? Was she mean and nasty?
No.
Was she unkind?
No.
Did she set very clear limits?
Yes.
He pushed past them, she kept setting them. And finally, she closes the door in his face. Was that an appropriate response, you guys think?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you.
Thanks.
And thank you. And let's get up and let's go sit down. The next part of a sociodrama group, we would sit and the group members would talk about how they connect to this story. We're not going to do that because of time. But if a psychodrama has a lot of action and a little bit of sharing, with sociodrama, we have a little bit of action and a great deal of sharing. Thank you.
Wow, thank you.